Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we're going to be learning all about Tikal National Park, one of the most breathtaking ancient cities of the world. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. Many people believe that the Maya civilization of Tikal vanished overnight, leaving their massive stone temples to the jungle without a trace of where the people went. Some even suggest it was a mysterious, supernatural event that caused thousands of people to simply disappear into thin air. But is this dramatic exit a historical reality? What do you think? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is stela. That's S-T-E-L-A. A stela is an upright stone slab or pillar, often decorated with inscriptions or relief carvings used in the ancient world as a monument or commemorative marker. In the context of Tikal, these stelae served as the official records of the city, detailing the lineage, coronations, and military victories of the Maya kings. These monuments were usually carved out of local limestone and paired with large, flat stone altars. Maya artists used obsidian and flint tools to meticulously carve complex hieroglyphics and portraits of their leaders in full ceremonial regalia. Now, if you heard me mention hieroglyphics and you think that must be a mistake because that was the ancient Egyptian writing system and Tikal is Mesoamerican, early European explorers in the 18th and 19th centuries named the Mayan writing hieroglyphics because the intricate pictorial symbols reminded them of ancient Egyptian writing, although the two systems are completely unrelated. While our alphabet uses letters for sounds, the Maya script is a logosyllabic. This means it uses a combination of logograms, symbols that represent entire words or concepts, and syllabic glyphs, symbols that represent phonetic sounds or syllables. Anyways, back to the stelae. They were often painted with bright colors like red and blue, although most of that pigment has faded over the centuries. Today, they're essential tools for epigraphers, people who study ancient inscriptions, to unlock the secrets of a civilization that flourished long before European contact. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about Tikal. Number 1. Tikal served as the iconic filming location for the Rebel base in the original Star Wars movie. In 1977, George Lucas chose the towering ruins of Tikal to represent the Rebel Alliance's secret base on the jungle moon of Yavin 4 in Star Wars: A New Hope. If you climb to the top of Temple 4, you'll see the exact panoramic view featured in the film where the Rebel sentry watches the Millennium Falcon land. Lucas was reportedly inspired by a travel poster he saw in London and decided the ancient pyramids were the perfect otherworldly setting for his sci-fi epic. While the interior shots of the Rebel base were filmed in a studio in England, the exterior shots captured the majestic crests of Temple 1, 2, and 3 poking through the dense jungle canopy. During filming, the crew had to haul heavy camera equipment and lighting gear up the steep limestone steps using a complex system of pulleys. And in another bit of creative problem solving, they hired a local guard to protect all that expensive gear overnight and supposedly paid him in just a few cold drinks. Today, fans can visit Tikal and stand in the same spot looking over the Rebel base that really is from a long time ago, even if it didn't come from a galaxy far, far away. Number 2. Tikal National Park is incredibly special because it's one of the very few sites in the world recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for both its cultural and natural significance. Many sites are recognized for either the human made wonders or biological diversity, but Tikal earned its mixed status in 1979 for being a masterpiece of human creative genius and a vital habitat for endangered species. This is because it is a massive ancient city that has also been covered and reclaimed by over 500 square kilometers of lush tropical rainforest. There are thousands of ancient structures along with a thriving ecosystem that's home to jaguars, pumas, and several species of monkeys. The biological diversity includes more than 300 species of birds and over 2,000 types of higher plants, making it a paradise for naturalists. And scientists also love it as it provides tremendous insights for studying how a massive urban center eventually returned to nature after a societal collapse. Number 3. The Maya engineered a massive water reservoir system to survive in a part of the jungle where they didn't have fresh water from rivers. One of the most surprising engineering feats of Tikal is how the citizens managed to survive and thrive without a nearby river or lake for water. To solve the problem, the ancient Maya transformed the city's paved plazas and causeways into a massive water collection system. They built enormous reservoirs known as aguadas, which were lined with plaster and stone to prevent water from seeping into the ground. These reservoirs were strategically placed to catch every drop of rainfall during the intense tropical wet seasons. Recent archaeological studies have revealed that the Maya also used advanced filtration systems, including sand and minerals like zeolite, to keep their water clean and drinkable. This level of environmental engineering allowed a population of around 100,000 people to live in the heart of the jungle for centuries. During severe droughts, these reservoirs were the lifeblood of the city, and their maintenance was a top priority for the ruling kings. Number 4. Recent high-tech laser scans have revealed Tikal is actually 4 times larger than archaeologists originally believed. For decades, experts mapped the ruins of Tikal by hand, hacking through the thick jungle to document around 3,000 structures. But in 2018, a new technology called LiDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging, was used to see through the trees from an airplane. The results were mind-blowing. There were over 60,000 previously hidden structures, including defensive walls, irrigation canals, and thousands of houses. This discovery showed that Tikal was part of a sprawling, interconnected megalopolis that was much more complex than anyone had previously imagined. The new map completely changed our understanding of how the ancient Maya managed their landscape and sustained such a massive population. It showed they had built extensive highways known as sekbeob to connect different neighborhoods and satellite cities together. These findings suggest that the Maya civilization was comparable in scale and sophistication to ancient Greece or China. Scientists are still busy analyzing all the data they've collected, and there are likely decades of excavation ahead to uncover the secrets the lasers had found. And our 5th and final fun fact for today. For over 1,000 years, Temple 4 at Tikal stood as the tallest man-made structure in the Americas. Standing at about 230 feet, or about 70 meters, Temple 4 is a massive limestone pyramid that once dominated the skyline of the Maya world. It was built around 741 CE by King Yikin Chan Ka'awil, and it was designed to signify the absolute power and divine connection of the ruling dynasty. Even after the arrival of European explorers, this temple remained the tallest pre-Columbian building in the Americas until the late 19th century. It served as not just a tomb for a great king, but a symbolic mountain where rituals could be performed closer to the heavens. The height allowed the ruling elite to literally look down on the surrounding jungle and every other neighboring city-state. Climbing to the top today provides a view that hasn't changed much in centuries, showcasing the peaks of other temples rising above the thick mist of the rainforest. Now for some news you can use. If you're planning to visit Tikal, the best bit of advice I've found is to skip the standard day trip and try to actually stay in one of the small hotels located right inside the national park gates. Most tourists take a bus from the nearby town of Flores, which means they arrive after the sun is already high and the crowds have gathered. By staying inside the park, you can wake up at 4 a.m. and join a guided sunrise tour to watch the jungle wake up from the top of a pyramid. This not only beats the intense tropical heat, but also gives you a much better chance of spotting rare wildlife like coatis, spider monkeys, and the colorful ocellated turkey. Staying inside Tikal also allows you to experience the park in the late afternoon when the day trippers have left, leaving the ruins almost entirely to you. And make sure to pack plenty of high-quality mosquito repellent and a sturdy pair of hiking boots, as the trails can be slippery and the bugs are famously persistent. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked, is it true that the Maya collapsed suddenly and the people of Tikal simply vanished? Well, this one's a fallacy. While the city of Tikal did suffer a collapse around 900 CE, the people didn't disappear. Instead, a combination of prolonged droughts, overpopulation, and political warfare just made the city unsustainable in the longer term. The citizens didn't vanish overnight, they migrated to other regions like the Yucatan Peninsula or the highlands where water and resources were more plentiful. Today, millions of Maya descendants still live in Guatemala and the surrounding countries, continuing the traditions, languages, and culture of their ancestors. Tikal wasn't a lost city, it was simply a city that changed its address. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about Tikal National Park with me today, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.